Guys, so I had my second session of the DBT group, so I wanted to go ahead and share with you what I learned. So let's just go ahead and get straight into that. This time we're still on mindfulness. Again, they gave us a PowerPoint handout, so I will be referring to that. So we did focus on core mindfulness, and what we learned was the what skills, what to do. Three of them being observe, describe, and participate. To observe means observing is sensing or experiencing without describing or labeling the experience. So think about that. That's kind of hard to do because usually if you see something, if you see a lake, you're going to say, oh, this lake is so blue, I can see fish swimming in it, or I can see the sandy bottoms, but you can't just look and observe it without having those other thoughts racing through your head. So that's kind of what that bullet point is saying. And right underneath that is noticing or attending to something without reacting impulsively. So that is observing what is or what to observe. You can observe inside yourself, such as your thoughts, your feelings, your urges, or your judgments, or you can observe outside yourself, so your environment, your people, your physical presence. Now, a video that they showed us that I unfortunately don't have the link to, I might be able to find it on YouTube, or you might be able to find it on YouTube, but what it was basically three people in a black t-shirt and three people in a white t-shirt, and they were passing a basketball between each other, and it said count how many times the white team passes the ball between each other. So we were all focused on that, and then it would say the count was 13 passes, and then it would say, did you notice a gorilla walking through? And there was like this guy in a gorilla suit who walked through like the field in the middle of their passes. So you only observe what it's kind of funny how that happens. So that was one video that they showed us as an example. So what are some obstacles to observing? Your wandering mind, new thoughts, distracting sensations and urges, boredom, stress, and emotions. Okay, so after observing, we go into describing. So labeling what is observed using words or thoughts. And then for that, they basically showed us a picture of a painting, which was like a French countryside, and just asked us to describe what we see. So like a harvested field, or blue skies, or two men, etc. And so describing the internal experience. So what you would do is you would examine the thought and place it in the category in which you see fit. So is it a thought about the past? Is it a worry thought? Is it a thought about the future, a planning thought, a critical thought, or a hopeful thought? So sort of organizing your internal experiences and thoughts. And why is describing helpful? So you can react to what is really going on in the world instead of what you think may be going on. Describing using facts means you don't add or subtract from what you observe. And then lastly, participating. Entering wholly with the activity, becoming one with the activity, throwing yourself into something, may be spontaneous or mindful. And that's really about it. Sorry, it really wasn't that. It was the same length as the previous first session, but honestly, I didn't really get as much out of it as I did the first time. We're still on that mindfulness track, and apparently, I guess this is what we're going to cover next week. We, on their PowerPoint, there's what skills, observe, describe, and participate, and then there's how skills, how to do it, one mindfully, non-judgmentally, and effectively. So I think that's what we're going to cover next week. So I should be able to report back on that next week. So yeah, sorry that this wasn't the greatest takeaways that I could have for you, but that's what we learned this week and or this past week, or yeah, this week, whatever. And so anyway, I hope you guys got something from this, and I will see you in my next video. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more. Bye guys.